Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on with y'all? Your boys, yours truly, underscore Darius. Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I'm starting late. Sorry that we starting late. Small delay. Making sure everything is good to go. Daughter's not feeling good. So definitely, daddy duties is on board. You know what I'm saying? So, when she's up and ready to go, when she's up and hype and energized, I gotta make sure she's good. But even when she's at her lowest and she don't feel too good, daddy still gotta come through. So, it is what it is. But show must go on, right? What's going on with y'all? Everybody that's tuning in. Lindsay, what up? Uh, but yeah, let's get this show started. It's one thing I always wondered. Like, now I'm saying, like, you know, we it's certain things that I come across like during the week, and I used to be like, yo, what's
Yo,
good, boy?
yo.
You still out?
Yeah, I'm heading back inside right now, but what up?
What's going on?
Yeah, chilling.
Yeah, everybody that's tuning in, we appreciate y'all, man.
Yo, what up?
But yeah, I was about to talk about one topic that I had came across like during the week, and I was like, I was going to start that off as my intro. Like, I'm saying, like, how do you feel about the forehead kiss?
Say that again?
The forehead kiss.
How do you feel about the forehead kiss?
Yeah.
Ah, I mean, I'm one to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like just like a sincere sense of like gratitude, whatever. Like it's more than just like that. Your kiss, your regular old kiss. Like,
Right. But that's more. That's like the forehead kiss is such a soft spot. Like, you know what I'm saying, that's the that's the I may get on your nerves, but you know what I mean, like you still mine.
right,
Like, now I'm saying, we may fight like cats and dogs, but you still mine. Like, that's me right there. Like, now I'm saying, so it's like it leaves like that that emptiness that she probably feel for the moment,
mm-hmm.
or she's gonna be fulfilled with that forehead kiss. But you can't do that to everybody though. Not, not everybody could get the forehead kiss. Like, you know what I'm saying, like I give it to Heidi because she's my child.
Right.
But now I'm saying, like, it's very rare that I do it. Like, I can, and I have, and I will if you're worth it. Like, now I'm saying, like, that's not something that many should do if you're not serious about that person.
Right.
Forehead kiss can mess up a woman's like mental, man. Like, that that kiss is dangerous. That kiss is dangerous, man.
Right. Oh yeah. That's when water comes down. You got me right now, I think.
But yeah, man, how you feel though? How was work?
Work was alright.
I seen Yankees came back.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Good for them.
that's because I saw it. I saw in the beginning Razors spanking them like an disobedient child. Like, then they
Right.
came
They
back.
was giving it to
Yankees came back like, nah.
him. I thought you had one.
Yankees came back like, nah. We're not doing this today.
What are we on today? Yes, Scott.
Hey, give that to grandma. Thank you.
Now, now Mother's Day is tomorrow. I know a lot of people a lot of people, it's an emotional day. It's a celebration for women, but certain men, when this day comes, it hits them different. Whether they don't connect with their moms that good, um, like myself, my mom's ain't here.
Right.
Haven't been here. What's crazy is this year will make 9 years. 9 years, man.
9 years.
Like,
That's a lot.
bruh, like, you know what I'm saying? And it don't even feel like that. It literally feels like, because I hate when people exaggerate and be like, oh yeah, it feels like it happened just yesterday. No, it don't. Like if it, it can feel that way, but you know what I mean. Like when you hold on to something that 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 hits you different than any other in your life, then yeah, it can feel like it just happened.
Right.
But for me, yeah, 9 years. I look at my daughter and be like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? When she was small, when she was one, that's when it happened. You know what I mean? Like, she about to turn 10, so it's like, I'm like,
10, bro.
I'm like, yo, like, I remember Heidi still being like tiny, like, you know what I mean, chasing me with her arms up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, that's why they say, like, yo, appreciate them when they small. But
Right?
yo,
That's a statement right there. Like
yeah,
that joint, I never took into consideration. Like,
like it's not even that you didn't take into consideration. You just didn't know how fast it will be because of, you know what I'm saying, like you working so much as fathers. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when you working so much, by the time you keep coming home, you just looking at them as far as like them being your child, but not as far as like the height. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they literally growing. Like,
mm-hmm.
and by the time you just sit back and you just like, yo, damn, yo, like my daughter is literally running. Like I remember when my daughter barely could walk. Like,
Uh-huh.
so it's stuff like that. But
That's not 25.
Oh, so
yeah,
somebody skimped you, the person that was supposed to pass it to you.
Hey, what's the rest of the money?
let's get into it though. Um, I mean, Chris ain't here yet, but first question ain't gonna be too hard for him to respond to.
Mm-hmm.
But what Mother's Day mean to you as far as like your mom's, the relationship with your mom's and the relationship you have with your child's mother?
It's 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 crazy. I hold on, hold on.
Your pants. I got your pants.
Yeah, I know.
See the face?
No. Hold on. Okay.
The full face.
Mother's Day is very, very
Ta-da.
like it's special in its own way as far as like for me and my mother. Like we have been through a lot. Like overall, she's been there for she take care of me for. I need the whoa.
Yo, what's good, brother?
Yo,
Yo,
probably
what's good? Good.
What's going on with you?
All
you good.
is well. All is well. Yeah, I can't complain.
Copy. Same here.
Yeah, I just asked Dev, what Mother's Day mean to him when it comes to his mom's and his child's mother.
Uh,
And tell my grandma, I got you. Grandma, baby, I got you.
Okay.
yeah, mom's. Yeah, I mean overall, like Mother's Day to me is just it's celebration of the person that raised you or that is raising your child.
Yeah.
You know that
Or both.
I mean, yeah, for both.
Yeah.
It's for both, but
Yeah.
you celebrate it in whatever way you feel like it is. But you know, I I don't think that there should be literally a specific day or whatever, is because you should have already told them at least from time to time, hey, you know, love you, dude. You did a great job, whatever, something to say like,
As if you genuinely feel that way.
right. I don't, if it, you know,
It
the
sounds nice. It sounds nice, but if you really don't mean it, then people can actually tell. You know what I'm saying? Like how it comes off.
true. That's why
You.
I feel like it shouldn't just be on the day, like on this day, but it's like
Right.
you know, if everybody did it, generally, on a day to day, not day to day, but just out of nowhere, from time to time, express how you feel about it. Yo,
Absolutely.
you did, you know, I appreciate what you did do for our child, or like as far as the mother, and be like,
Yeah.
yo, I appreciate what you did for me, what you've been doing already. Like,
Right.
that's why, every time you send me to the store, whatever it is, I got no problem for it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, uh,
Like because I was looking at Steve Smith, Steve Smith Senior used to play
mhm,
for Carolina Panthers and Baltimore Ravens, and I was watching him, talk to Shannon on his
mhm,
podcast Club Shay Shay, and he was basically saying like he didn't appreciate his wife in the beginning because he was just so focused on football
mhm.
and other things that he felt was important, and
Wow.
he said he didn't understand or like compartmentalize as far as like how to like juggle all these things and still be a great athlete,
Mm,
a great player for his teammates. You know what I'm saying? So, he said most men we don't understand or know how to really take on certain roles other than
yes.
uh being the best version of ourselves until either we have kids, we get married, or we go through something that may be life changing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that don't start until like your mid 30s, late 30s, or early 40s. Like, and some men don't understand nothing until it's all the way too late. Yes, peace and blessings to you as well.
Peace and blessings
Appreciate
to you.
Peace and
appreciate you.
blessings. Oh, I got to see me busting this chicken down.
But somebody wanted to join. Hold on. I don't know who's box off.
BXOOTF, that's my fraternity. It's a chapter. Oh, what's
What's
Oh, what's
going
going
on,
on?
going
bros? How you doing? How you doing? How you
on?
doing?
What up? What up?
What's
All
going
right,
on?
What's
so I
going on?
definitely I tapped in. I did hear briefly about the you know, men don't know how to basically live their lives the right way until they're like 30s.
Yeah,
Am I correct?
yeah,
All right, yeah. So I can definitely agree with that because
yeah.
once I had my son at I was like 27, I want to
Okay.
say, and yeah,
Huh?
that was a life changing event for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like my son is now 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? I can actually hold on. Let me see. Turn the camera real quick.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's 3 years old right now. He make a mess, but you
If I
know,
could find my other phone, I definitely would have went live on TikTok.
he was the reason why I changed how I view life
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
whole. You know what I'm saying? Yes, as men, we cherish our mothers dearly.
yeah.
Um,
Some don't, and they have their reasons.
and they do. Some moms are not there. Some
Yeah.
moms are mothers because you gave birth to me.
Yes.
However, there is a difference between a mother and a mommy. You feel what I'm
Yes.
saying? So yes, I try to tap in with y'all as much as I can.
Yeah, yeah. We appreciate you, man. Truly appreciate you for those words. But I do have a question for you though.
What's up?
How's your relationship with your child's mother?
We're married.
That's his wife.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
your
my wife.
wife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
we're married. We actually tomorrow we're celebrating 7 years married.
Nice.
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 Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yo.
yeah,
They
Beautiful.
yeah.
create versus nurturing.
Yes.
And literally it has been very rocky. I will say that, for anybody that's actually on the live and paying attention, it's not a easy road to take. When you
Yeah.
get married, it's literally you gotta let go of a lot of things and be willing. Let's say be willing
Yeah.
to actually sit there and listen to the other person. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
be
I
able to.
disagree.
You disagree?
Yep, it should start before that. If you wait till you get married, then there's a
I
problem.
mean, well, yeah, that's a fact. It should start before then, but marriage is that next step. You feel what I'm saying? When you're dating, you should off rip like, yo,
Dating
look.
is basically just like covering the basics. Or you
Yes.
should be able to.
See, me personally, I took the route that most men won't take. I got
Mm.
married into the lifestyle. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she was older than me. She had her own crib.
Yeah.
Like we were partying, shit like that. I fell in love with the lifestyle first,
Okay.
instead of falling in love with her first.
Mm.
And as a
Coach
man,
C,
I
how
can
you doing?
say, huh?
No, you're giving shout outs. Now we hear you. We hear you.
Yeah. So I literally fell in love with the lifestyle, which is what messed me up as a man because
Mm.
I didn't think I was ready.
Okay.
And Christian can tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people told me, like, yo, are you sure about this? You're only 22,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
let's think about this. I'm like, yo, fuck that, fuck everybody, forget what everybody's saying. I'm in
Mm-hmm.
love. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Sound like
And
RJ 3000.
so
Question.
when I
So when
did
did
it,
it click?
when it clicked, it's still clicking. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie. It's still clicking to this day. Like I said, tomorrow makes 7 years we've been married. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had my ups, I had my downs, I had my all arounds, and
Okay.
I'm still learning to this day.
Yeah.
But again, that is the mother of my child. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, yeah, I'm with
That's
her.
just like there's differences between mother of your child and baby mamas.
Yes,
Like, you know what I'm
there's a
saying?
big difference. There's a
Like
big
there's
difference because your baby mother
or
is one
BMs.
person.
Yeah.
Exactly. The BM is one person. However, the person that you're with,
Yeah.
you got to make the base. Yeah, you got the platform. My fault. Yeah.
Yeah, we all hit. We understand.
I got my child behind me right now, and she's sick, so she ain't feeling the best.
Around doing.
You want to make a tower? All right, let's go.
My children are running around in their cage.
Running around in the cage go crazy.
Yes.
I don't think you should.
Those who know me know what I'm talking about, so
Yeah.
I won't explain it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know you, bro. You're good.
Exactly.
You're good.
Yeah.
And you got a fresh batch.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now, but yeah, as far as just learning like on the fly, that works only if both people is on board.
Yeah.
If both people have the mentality to understand, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? it was either rushed or it was, somebody being manipulated in a way. Like it could be all type of things, but if you don't sit there and blame,
Beer
somebody's
was cracking.
somebody's decision because like if you don't feel like you were forced, then it's nobody's fault. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's a decision that you made on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But there's people out there that felt like they had to jump into something that they wasn't ready, but that was only because somebody you know put that proposal out there and they just panicked
Right,
because they
what's
felt
up?
like they had to answer
Shotgun
because
wedding.
that's what that
Yeah.
person wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But now Mother's Day, man, like I said earlier before anybody even came on, some people it's a sentimental holiday. For
Yeah.
myself, it's very emotional.
Agua Shelton.
Like, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's very emotional. It's not my greatest holiday to celebrate, but at the same time, it's like, uh, being able to see my child and had a decent relationship with her mother, that's good enough for me. So
Can I ask a question?
yeah, go ahead.
All right. So not only your child's mother, right?
Hmm.
This is also a day to celebrate your mom. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So like my mom, I can honestly say like, we had our ups and downs and shit like that and stuff like that. But it wasn't perfect. And a
Right.
lot of
Something
people
beautiful. Thank you for
don't
tuning in.
have that relationship with their mom. And it's like, we only get one mother.
Absolutely.
And especially as men,
Hmm.
we need to make sure that we give them their flowers while they're here. There are a lot of
Absolutely.
people that don't even have their mom.
So I
Yeah.
got a question.
What's up?
Do you need a day? Do you need a
Nah,
holiday to do it?
Nah,
we
absolutely
celebrate.
not.
We give them their flowers every day. You feel what I'm saying? We give them their flowers every day.
If
What's
flowers
up?
can mean anything, flowers can mean communicating,
I owe you what?
communicating better.
For what?
Um, it can mean, just doing your job as a father.
Mm-hmm.
It can mean, making sure that you're good mentally. Same thing, vice
Mm-hmm.
versa. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Nitty,
Like,
what's going on?
I can't sit here and say, I don't feel appreciated. I don't need Father's Day to feel appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
But it is, it's a nice holiday to celebrate just as much as Mother's Day for
Mm-hmm.
the real fathers.
Right. The ones that are
um,
that are active.
yes, and
Because there's
Let's
a
not
lot of
turn it
people
into a
that's out there.
bashment session.
nah,
Hey,
nah,
listen,
nah.
it's not even a bashing. It's not even a bashing session because there are a lot of people that been out there just, spreading their seeds, you know,
I mean,
and
let's not even acknowledge them.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
they're still a father nonetheless. Now,
Indeed,
that's the
indeed. Let's
that's the
not
thing.
acknowledge them.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a difference between a mother and a mommy, right? There's a difference between a
Hmm.
father and a dad.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
saying like it goes both ways.
Yeah,
I'm never one to be like the person that be like, all right, well, there's just one sided to nah. We gotta acknowledge both sides.
right. Like tomorrow's gonna be a whole bunch of people. You're gonna see
Mm-hmm.
people out here where, like, they stores opening with flowers. It's gonna be drugstores that sell pills that's gonna have flowers in
No,
front of these stores.
Tomorrow.
right.
Know what I'm
They
saying?
started. They
They ain't start.
started yesterday.
Started.
No,
They
I'm just saying,
started
like,
Monday.
Right. Right.
like I'm saying, like, it's just gonna be even more. It's
Yeah.
gonna it's gonna be on every corner. You're gonna see it. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
how can you not know what tomorrow's gonna be? So it's like, just, for Mother's Day for me is, for the past 9 years, it's been up and down. Like, now I'm saying that I had my years where it was just like I just, stayed to myself, and then there were times when, I took my child's mother, I took her out. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just her, but,
Yes.
my daughter as well. So, you know, um, this year, we'll see how tomorrow plays out. But for the most part, I don't need a holiday to appreciate, Show appreciation and love. Because if it's already in you, then it's not hard to do, whether it's a Monday or a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So I do my job as far as like just keeping as much love within myself to be able to give it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have it to even give, then it's like everything's just gonna be forced and it's gonna be fake. So
Right.
But yeah, man, we definitely appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you
Thank you for tuning in.
for tuning in, man.
Hey, listen, like I said, I try to tap in as much as I can.
Yeah.
Christian is my brother, so I be trying to, give my little 2-piece here and there.
But we appreciate you, bro.
Man, see you on the 3rd.
Oh man, hey, listen, if y'all, if y'all are in the area, we are having a cookout on June 3rd in Maryland.
Wow, that's not right around the corner, but that'd be kind of tight for me. But I'm still supposed to come out there and see Chris anyway. I know he recently moved.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I'm free that weekend, I'll let Chris know ahead of time. I am supposed to, be going south, and that's up in the air. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll definitely see. But yeah, man, appreciate you. Continue tuning in, and yeah, always drop in. Always, drop in as much as you can.
Say less. I got
Peace, brother.
All right. But yeah, Chris. Yeah. As far as with you, how you feel about this holiday overall?
It's just a regular day.
Was there ever a point where you felt Mother's Day got more celebrated than Father's?
I mean, we already know that's what it is. Like, yeah, we know that's what it is. To answer your question, of course it is. Fathers aren't.
Yeah.
Fathers are really not celebrated now. I guess is being increased because now on social media people want to come off as the good person, or not even to make it a good thing, but people want that attention. Like, hey, I acknowledge the men type, ordeal.
Right.
But of course, Mother's Day will always be celebrated more. I'm okay with it, frankly, but
yeah.
As far as we don't celebrate holidays on my mother's side of the family.
Yeah, I know that. I definitely knew that for years. But as far as when it comes to the mothers that are dealing with men that no, scratch that. The mothers that's doing it as far as like for themselves, the ones that's scratching and clawing every chance they get to make sure that their kids are good. Do you think that they're getting appreciated enough? Because there are some, well, I should say some, there are a lot that I know personally that's going to school. They got like 3 or 4 kids by themselves, and they managing. You know what I'm saying? And
that's money was going on, bro. Oh my man, yeah. Oh, what's up, Omar?
I see that. I see that, and I get, what I'm saying, I get happy for them, because it's for you to have that, for you to go through those obstacles by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you got to be able to study, go to school, make sure that they good, not just as far as like health wise, you got to make sure they good mentally to let them know like mommy is here, and still spend time with them, depending on ages, whatever, if they small, teenage years, stuff like that. when it comes to us, us as men like that, what I mean. Like once you sign up for that responsibility, I feel like we could, us, not just as black men, but just as men, period, that we could do a better job as far as like being involved, even if you can't get along with that woman for whatever reason, you know. And I remember Chris, at one point you would get upset when you would hear men use excuses like, "Oh, I can't see my kid," like, what I'm saying,
Oh,
like
yeah,
she won't allow me to
you
see.
know, I don't fuck with nobody who ain't trying to be there for their kid.
Right.
That's no secret. You can't hang with me.
But it's like would those same women be like, how will we know if the man is lying or if the woman is lying?
You can kind of go off the actions,
Okay.
and you kind of get a feel for the person you're around. Like,
Yeah.
let's just say we got or let's just say if there's a man in our circle who don't be around, who don't want or refuse to be around their kid. You kind of could tell by their actions. You
Yeah.
know their character already as a person. Like,
Mm.
Yeah,
the
you
Cause
are
character won't the
father.
character won't change too much. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know a father when you say like, because overall, every man, like everybody on my job got a kid. Like mostly every guy got a kid, and at some point in time, they talking about their kid. They like, yo, my daughter just did this, blah blah blah. Like people like they with it. Like they actually give you information.
Yeah.
You probably ain't never asked for it, but
Right.
they ready to give you that information because that's in their heart. Like that's something that's their heart
mhm.
right there. That's
Yeah.
that's what they did for. Like they with it. Like they they're passionate about their child. Like, but if you literally gotta keep asking them, if anything, be like, yo, don't you gotta do it? Like, and they don't.
They'll exactly. They won't acknowledge their kid because they're embarrassed, because they're not in their kid's life enough, or they just whatever situation they have with the mother, that kid feels it. Like, know what I'm saying? And it's like kids are too young to understand that. So the older the kid get, then yeah, the kid is gonna have resentment towards you, even if the mother is feeding that child whatever
It
information.
depends. It depends.
You think so?
Absolutely.
All
Because
right,
what if you
so
have a kid that's just a natural thinker who has questions? The mother, so most kids don't just stop with a question or asking their mother. They may ask another sibling in their family, or things
what
of that nature,
what
or
if they
another relative rather, not some,
okay. Okay, yeah, that's true. Cause I was about to ask you
or
what
or
if
if they hear somebody speak, or if they hear somebody else speak highly of their father, now they got more questions.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Cause I was about to ask you if that kid don't have any siblings.
Or do they got cousins and stuff like that, relatives? Like, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
they got relatives.
right. So
Kids listen more than what people think.
right. But would you say daughters daughters will run to their fathers quicker than sons will run to their mothers? Because I I guess because me seeing, like, what I'm saying, like my develop my chemistry with my mom's, and how Heidi is when it comes to me. um Now you have kids that's like kind of flip now, because usually it's the you know daddy's little girl,
Mm-hmm.
mommy's little boy. So now I be seeing sometimes it's the flip side now. Now is, what I'm saying, like not all the time, but I've seen it as far as like, I'll be at the train station and I see a father, like, what I'm saying, like actually with his son, like also like basically protecting him just as much as he would if that was his daughter. But now it's like, back then we grew up on some, the father would
You
be
got
like, yo,
what's
toughen up,
going on,
yo,
coach?
toughen up, stop crying. And then the little girl would get the sentimental, the sensitivity, side of the father. But now we're realizing, like, boys need to be able to show that sensitive side too. Not being soft, but boys should be able to, at least not always, hide their tears, or, what I'm saying, just be, always strong all the time, because eventually that boy will grow up into a man and he'll probably have problems. So what if, like, God forbid, something happened to his mother? Now the father only feels like all he can do is show his son to be tough. But eventually his son will have vulnerable moments. You know what I'm saying? And that's where women come in at, because women will always have, I won't say always, most women will have a sore spot quicker than a man will when it
I don't
comes
know
to
if I
when
agree
it
with
comes to the
that.
boys. When it
I
comes
don't
to the
know if I
boys.
agree with that. I don't
Yeah,
know if I agree with that. Men just we just if
Yeah.
we going based on how we grew up, then yeah.
right.
But also like men have a different way of displaying the emotion. It's not shown the same way or displayed the same way
Yeah.
as to a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ours is more of a tough love thing, like,
Yeah.
and I still think it's needed to this day. I think both is needed. That's why I'm so big on like balance, quote unquote. Like
Yeah.
definitely in an era where they trying to emasculate men. Like,
Oh
you
man.
know,
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody know Mama Wheatley. Yeah, everybody know Mama Wheatley.
she not soft. Well, she not soft to y'all, but
No, Mama Wheatley always show love, man. Um,
yeah,
I love that woman just as
she
much as
just
my
don't
own.
take no shit.
Oh no,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely don't.
Oh yeah. Should give us
Now,
all an earful if needed.
yeah,
They bust your
yeah,
ass too.
yeah.
Look, that should beat you.
Nah, Mama Wheatley always, you know, what I mean, every time I see, even when I post up the simplest things, like she'll run and like it just because, and I'm just like, yo, this woman here, and it could be 4 in
Oh.
the morning. It could be like 4:30 in the morning, and Mama Wheatley is like right there to show
Nah, she
love, and I'm just like,
because she wake up mad
yeah,
early.
like she'll like our posts, she'll comment and be
Yeah.
like, yo, y'all keep it up, like she'll be like, yo, I love what y'all doing and all this, and I go, I give her the hands, the praying hands, and
Hmm.
like, you know what I'm saying, like that's that's what I like to see, all this, not being able to like, appreciate, one another because something happened years ago, and that's why I can never, like, when I be hearing dudes tell me, like, you know what I'm saying, like, one dude that I know, we okay, we not, I won't say we cool, but I found him to be, I find him to have like a real dark time, like dark moments, that every time he bring up his moms, it's just very,
Hmm.
like, it comes out very angry,
Mm.
like, you know what I'm saying, and I had to understand his past a little bit, and I was just like, how long can you hold on to that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I said, because the last thing you want is to hold on to anything that you have against your moms, and y'all not be able to talk about it even a little bit.
That's why they hold on to it. Greetings, Mark. How you doing? Well, yeah, Mark, though.
Like, I couldn't see myself, and again, I ain't comparing I ain't compare my moms to anybody, but even if, let's just say, my relationship with my moms wasn't the best, like, eventually I would have to look within myself and say, you know what? She is who she is, and I am who I am, but I'm still her child. Like, I still have to, and it takes two. It takes both. I ain't saying here saying, my moms ain't supposed to reach out to me either. Hell, I'm not even close to my grandmother, if I'm being honest. Like, my father's mother,
Hmm.
like, I have not spoken to this woman in years.
I
Yeah.
got a
Same.
And
question.
yeah,
How do you expect one to get over something that's in their heart, but they can't express it? Like you can't just tell that person to get over it. Like I think
absolutely not.
I'm not saying towards you, but
Damage,
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
damage into your
that's
heart.
absolutely
Hmm.
absurd to tell someone to just get over something
Mm,
that's really bothered them, that's been in their heart for years. Like,
yeah,
and when you see certain outbursts, because they don't know how to express themselves. Like,
yeah, yeah.
and this is why you have people who won't express how they feel, or when they just let something go, people they come off as heartless and things of that nature.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Like, you could tell yourself that you over it, but your actions always gonna show. Your actions gonna show
Indeed.
it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know people now that be sitting there going, yeah, 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 me and this person is cool. And the minute they hear that person's name, they, you know what I mean? Like, you see the change of their behavior. So it's just like, nah, you ain't over it, bro. You could tell yourself that, but I see you. I'm looking Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I seen that when it came to my the person that I know, his, like, whenever he'll talk about his moms, it didn't matter even if she told him something good. It was like he was getting flashbacks of things that he already experienced with her that just kept bringing him back to that one place.
Lyles,
And he
what's going on,
and
bro?
he
You?
told me and he told me like, yo, like, it's nothing that she did to him personally, but it's, I guess, because he didn't get that motherly love that he was expecting. Just like fathers, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we don't, like, some fathers, they don't give it to their daughters or their kids, period. But little girls look for it from their fathers because they don't,
Because that's
the older they
that's
get.
their first love.
Yes.
At least that's still how the saying go, you know.
Yeah.
But speaking on the mothers, like I didn't start opening up to my mother until like maybe 3, 4 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
um, you know, I learned from her to take things at face value. This is what you're saying. This is what you mean.
Yeah.
This is what I say, and this is what I mean. Like, I'm not sugarcoating that. Like,
Right.
so y'all know,
Mm-hmm.
like me and my mother clashed a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot. Like, don't tell me to speak my mind and then penalize me for such. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, as a kid, I got, I hate telling the story, but I got beat for crying. Like, so like,
Yeah.
how you expect me to express myself with sorrow and things of that nature,
Yeah.
when I was penalized for it. Like,
Right.
so now to people, I'm this stone cold, person. Like,
But see, that goes back to what you said just a few minutes ago, or a couple minutes ago, where you was just like, how can a person
mhm.
express themselves
They
and
hurting.
and still not, like, how can you tell a person to get over it? But at the same time,
Exactly.
you want them to express themselves, but only when you want them to. But
Hmm.
when you're ready right now, why can't you listen to me right now? Why I gotta pick and choose when you want me to be vulnerable?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not something that should be in someone else's hands. Like, that should be in mine. But all I'm asking you to do is just listen. And not only just listen, but actually understand
Understand.
what a nigga is talking about.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
like
a fact.
I ain't just putting these words together just to make it seem like I want you to cry for me.
Right.
Like, I've been crying. Like, I don't need your tears. I just want you to hear me. Like, hear what's coming out of here. Not just from up here, but here. Like, let's talk heart to heart.
I mean, I charge it due to upbringing. Like,
Mm.
my grandmother was pretty tough as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
my grandfather was tough as well.
Right.
Like
Greeted
so,
square, how you
you
doing? So,
brought up that way.
exactly. I come from, a semi-military home. Like, my
Yeah.
grandfather was in the military. I like to say my mother wanted to be like my grandfather. You know,
Yeah.
um, if you wasn't in the military, you was either running the streets. Like,
Right.
only a few of us went to school on my mother's side of the family. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Pathology.
it's definitely pathological.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yo,
I mean,
yo,
just like this
yeah.
generation has been doing, our generation of people they've been calling, break the cycle. Everybody's been trying to, like, everybody's, at our ages are actually doing what we're supposed to do as far as making sure that the problems or whatever it is that you had or whatever you're literally trying to make it work,
Word, bro.
trying
Word
to get lessons
squared up.
from it and
Yeah.
all that. Yeah.
My
That's
mom's
my
kicked me
former
out
teammate,
when I was
my
17.
former
I
QB.
missed it till last year when I rekindled the relationship. Wow. Yeah, man. Sometimes you
We
don't
some
know.
wild motherfuckers though.
You don't know. You don't know until uh, either it's too late or when you get older. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was blessed, but at the same time, I was, I'm gonna admit I was spoiled, but not in the sense of spoiled like I was being taken care of, but I wasn't shown what I needed to as far as like when it came to like paying rent and all that until I got older. So my mom's never really showed me that, but she did have a set of skills. Like, you know what I'm
Early.
saying? She had a set of skills, not Liam Neeson, but she had a set of skills that she passed down,
He
right?
said, not Liam Neeson.
that she passed down, and like, now I'm saying, like, I'm blessed to be able to have the moms that I had, and that woman ain't gone. She's still here. Like, every I see that woman face in this child here, like laying right behind me. I see it in her face,
It looked
but
like she's sitting next to you. Is
So
that
she,
it? Is that? Oh no,
Oh
that's
yeah,
somebody.
yeah,
Is that
yeah,
somebody's
yeah. I see
shadow?
what you
yeah,
mean.
yeah, yeah. This is like, it's more like 'cause she's,
I
yeah,
like
that's my clothes.
pasta.
I see, like I saw, I was like, okay, yeah, that's my clothes. But but yeah, man, for those, I will say this, for those that do have their mother still alive, if you don't have the best or you didn't have the best, it's like, yo, if it's not too late to just speak your mind, even if your mom's probably don't want to hear what you gotta say, or you feel that she don't want to hear what you gotta say. Nowadays, we have all type of gadgets and devices. We have audio now, so now you don't gotta leave a voicemail on her phone. You can just send a regular audio. That's if she got whatever kind of phone she has. Because some of these mothers, some of the old school mothers, they don't really got cell phones. They,
If my
you
mother
know,
ain't trying to hear it, she is not trying to hear it. You call, she gonna text, she gonna hang up. You send a voice request, you probably just delete that shit. You say, don't be sending me no shit like this.
but
But I respect
yeah,
I learned to respect honesty from her,
yeah, yeah.
So
Oh, she keep it 100.
yeah, she
Oh, she,
taught me how to
she,
respect honesty.
she, Mama Wheatley will keep it 1,000. You may not like what that woman got to say, but it's her truth.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
See, my mom, she was the opposite. Moms will give you the truth, but she also give you the sympathy. You know what I mean?
Look,
She throw in a little Bible verse, you know, on top of the message. So she'd give her message with the Bible verse, and then she ended with a
zero.
with a benediction to close out what she got to say, and then she go back to watching her stories.
And
Then
it
she go back
was
to watching her stories.
verse 5, chapter 5, like chapter 5, verse 5.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But yeah, I told Dev, I said this shit makes 9 years.
9 years?
This shit make 9 years.
Right. Right.
I came back from California in 2013. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heidi just turned 1. She turned 1 the year, the month, the same year.
2014, that's a
Yeah,
fact.
yeah. Heidi turned 1, and mom's passed away probably like 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks right after.
That's a fact. It was 2014. I came back
Yeah,
2013. It's a fact.
yeah, like 20. Yeah, 2 weeks right after, because
No, step.
mom's passed away on
Oh,
August 10th.
no.
Yeah, I came
Look,
home March
big.
1st,
Yeah,
2013. I was working at the restaurant.
Oh.
yeah.
Look,
So yeah, man, that day,
Baloo.
like that day is more sentimental than
Look,
this actual, like
Baloo.
than the actual Mother's Day.
Of
Like
course.
Baloo. Pop.
you know what I'm saying. So when that day comes, yeah, I'm definitely ghost. Like I be either in my room sitting in the dark, or I find a way to just keep myself active, just so I won't think about it too much. But yeah,
Think
I
about
miss every
the good times.
absolutely. I got a story for days with moms, as far as like just regular
About to
conversations,
say,
regular convos, like just regular gems she was dropping. Like I still remember to this day, like days when I would be like just sitting there, and I remember one time I think I just had a bad day at work, and I'm sitting in the room. Mom's come in, and she stood in the kitchen. She looks at me, and she goes, "How was your day?" Mom used to just like lift her head up, and just like put her chin up all the way up in the air, like, "How was your day?" And I was like, "It was cool." And she said, "No, it wasn't." I was like I gave her and she was like, "Boy, I know you." And it was just like, once she said that, it was just like I ain't boo hoo, but it's just like words just like spill right out of me. Like okay, since I can't lie to you because you're my mother, so I might as well just tell you. And she'll just be like, "Yo, like she'll just give me like words of wisdom every time. Like it's not one time I could think of that she was just like, "Boy, get over it." Never, not once. Like I never experienced that. You know what I'm saying? I think I probably would be crushed if my mom was to tell me that. But when I hear other people moms give them that tough love, sometimes I do wish there was a balance, because I felt like I was fed the good so much from
Uh huh.
moms that I didn't really know how it felt to be yelled at as much, compared to Chris. So Chris got more of that tough love than I did. I got the sentimental, uh, you know, I was able to show my sensitivity at an early age.
sound about the same. My mom's and your mom's sisters, so
Mm-hmm.
they on some on they different. Like they the same in how they went by everything. Because I barely got beatings. Like I
Yeah.
barely got beatings from her, but at the same time, it was more like I still I messed up in certain situations or whatever it is, but overall I still feared her and like in a way.
Yes.
Like, you know, it was just
Yes.
like I don't know what I'm was getting out of this, but like I
Well, yeah, I had my fair shares. Like I got whooped, but I ain't get beat. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I got a whooping, but I ain't never got a
He's about to say
beating. Like
like Chris. He's about to say like Chris. Yeah.
that's crazy.
like I got whooped. Like you know what I mean? Even with the rag, like whop whop. Like
You know, that rag was vicious.
you know what I mean? But it was like for the most part, mom's is just always about like her go-to was communication. Like no matter who you were, whether it was her kids, her nieces, nephews, like
Always
moms was
talk
all about
to
just
you.
talking.
Yeah,
Like she didn't really
Hmm.
believe about putting hands because she felt like if she put hands on you, her message is not going to get through.
right.
Like, know what I'm saying? And that's what I teach this one back here. Like, know what I'm saying? Like, I don't gotta beat her for her to fear me. Like, she hearing in my voice, she's just bust out crying, and I'll be like, Heidi, relax, breathe, because that's when your kid respects you, they try everything they can to not mess up. Like, it's just one of those like it's in them for some reason.
That
Like
comes
when they love,
from love.
yeah, when they love you hard, boy, they do everything they can to not disappoint you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I did my best to not disappoint my moms. And I think because I already had that, I already had that thing, whatever that thing is that's in us to make us feel like, yo, like Dev said, that fear, that
Hmm.
comes from love and respect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not like we were, it's not like we were, you know what I mean, like in these streets on drugs or we were doing things to get yelled at or we was doing stuff on purpose. But yeah, when you're a kid, you're gonna make your mistakes. So the older you get, you're not supposed to make those same mistakes. And if you do, then I was like, okay, how many times do your parents have to keep talking to you? That's why I hope this one back here, I hope she don't give me no headaches when she turned a teenager. Lord
It's
knows
natural.
It's bound
It,
to happen. Bound-
it's natural.
I know it will, but I'm just saying this. I hope it don't happen as much. I pray that it don't.
Understood.
But if it does, then it's like, all right,
Basis, just like your mother knew what was coming from school. Period.
yeah,
She instilled a little something like, "Hey, don't go out there go to school doing all this, or make sure you go to school and you get that education." Or she'd say little stuff that,
yeah,
and she would probably say it to you every day.
yeah.
Make sure you do this. Make sure you do that.
Like there's times when moms came in my dreams on some like unexpected. But
He
every time
said,
she, but every
"Who the
time she came in my, but every time she came in my dreams, it was always to drop a message. And I leave it on this note right here. There was a time when something was going on in my relationship that she felt like she needed to talk to me because I was like spinning.
Mm,
I ain't know who to really go to as far as like expressing myself because at that moment, I think that night I probably had like 4 or 5 shots.
mm.
And I didn't even go to sleep. I was still up on the side of my bed because I didn't know what to do. And I know I laid down. Like I finally went to sleep. And she basically she barely even talked. Like this woman barely said one word. And all she did was point at certain things on a board. And I'm looking and she wasn't talking to me. She was talking to the person I was with. All I was doing was just watching. And I seen what I was seeing. And I was like, yo, what the hell does that mean? So when I wake up and I share the story, I share the dream, the person goes, yeah, I know what she was trying to tell you. And then when she told me what it was, I was just like, wow. that was
What
probably
it
Dog
was.
shine, whatever.
that was probably one of the realest
Bro, what's going on, bro? How you
probably one
doing?
of the realest dreams I had. And basically like she told me like, I was being used. I was being you know, like she was basically warning me, like for as her child, like yo, watch out because something is going on and you need to know. So that's what I got out the dream. So it's not like she was talking to me, but she was giving me insight of what I was missing that I probably felt because I knew I was feeling something, but I didn't know what it was. So when I went to sleep that night, and it was just like, they tell you when you go to sleep with a lot of stuff in your conscious,
Mike, what's going on,
you
bro? How you
know,
doing?
you know what I'm saying? When you go to sleep with a lot of stuff in your conscious or in your heart, eventually, like, you know what I'm saying, like you will find your answers, or it will just like drive you crazy because you're trying to find your answers. And
Right.
I ain't need much. I went to sleep that night and I found all the answers I needed that night. But yeah, man, but we're gonna close out. Um, got to get back to this little one soon. But any
Mm-hmm.
final words?
Well, man, I don't really have nothing to say. Mother's Day is really a touchy subject, so,
Yeah,
and I know how the way I speak can offend a lot of people. This is why I'm kind of quiet this episode, like,
yeah.
so. Um, everybody just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
I wish you much prosperity and on all your future endeavors, like,
right.
peace and love to everyone.
Um, I'll say, to all the women that are going to school, taking care of their kids, doing what you need to do, as a mother. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be, uh, you know, you don't need to be superwoman, but you gotta take that role and making sure that y'all are, because you know what I'm saying, like superheroes, not all superheroes wear capes. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know, y'all, the ones that grind, and I was able to witness it myself. I got a couple of female friends that, they got multiple kids, but they going to school, and one of them is about to finish, and she about to
Shout outs to them.
she
Shout
already
out.
got her associate, but she about to graduate for her bachelor. So it's
Nice.
like,
Shout out to them.
you know what I'm saying, like I tip my hat off, to all women that, they do their job and they do it the best way they can. Much love to all y'all, and happy Mother's Day. You close it out, Def.
I, first of all, happy Mother's Day to all mothers, and you know, just hope that you just get the extra flowers that the day is just giving you. But overall, I hope that throughout each and every day, you have been just given you just have been given the respect and honor and glory that you deserve. Uh, you know, love is love. Everybody, love love who you with and who you the mothers and all that. Like, just
Mm-hmm.
love them. Hold on to them until it's, the Lord calls them. But make sure you at least, like we've been talking about, communicate with them.
Yeah, or at least try.
Try,
Show that effort.
do, make that effort. But
Yeah.
they're here right now. Be there with them.
The last thing you want, the last thing you want
For
is
the
to
water.
sit there and hold on to anything that's still holding you back to at least recreate that bridge, even if it's not a big bridge. That small bridge, it can still expand if both parties understand like how precious life is. And you know what I mean,
I'm
like
about to say
life
tomorrow's not promise.
life life is
Tomorrow,
definitely not. You know what I'm saying?
tomorrow's
And
definitely not promise.
like my mom's told me before she passed, yo, contact your grandmother, and I did that. She, but I could have been stubborn when I I did what she said, but I ain't do it consistently. I kept her promise, but I know she looking down on me, going, yeah, you follow my words, but you ain't keep
Hey,
up with it.
sisters, how you doing?
So yeah, I did that. I did contact my grandmother, but I just ain't keep up with it. So that's how I was just like, yeah, mom, you told me to contact her. I contacted her once, and that was it. you know what I'm saying? Like, I did what you asked, but you ain't said do it consistently. But but now I'm gonna try to do a better